down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Die the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 cribbin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a round.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play. Picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Khalil Herbert. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Fields. And this one too low. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You get
into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Well, that is a... on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 6-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them, because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Fulton connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive. Something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense for the Patriots, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, they've been fighting and scratching and clawing for that 1st sack in the game, and it turns out to be a big one. Not just a short one right there behind the line. First one they get, 10-plus yards on a guy who has the legs to escape most of these.
So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. 4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. but also it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Now Jones. Over the middle to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Here's Fields. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fields. Touchdown, Bears. Velus Jones, 33 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And great field position coming up as he gets this just shy of the 45, out of bounds at the 44.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game.
There he goes, left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
The Patriots at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display.
And the pass to Henry is intercepted.
Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Once more, Montgomery. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
Justin Fields
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Bears have taken the lead.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18. And
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to a
touchdown. Velus Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score. When
he's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyquan Thornton, 72 yards. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Folk. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Pettis now from his end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And this is caught. It's Parker. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
There with a tackle, Dietrich Wise Jr. A final shot before the break. Fields. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. The tackle made by Nicholas Morrow.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fields it right around the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. From the 27, Jones. It's brought in by Harris. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now. Operating from the gun, Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and it's 35-21.
Makes the score Bears 35. Patriots 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Jones now throwing on first down.
That swung out wide to Harris.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And caught by Henry. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Brought down back at the 28-yard line.
Another try after the first down sack. Jones, and this one complete to Smith. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. Jones. And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now it's Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Throwing on third down, Fields. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. The gun, Montgomery. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Off play action, Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
From the 50, here's Fields. A slant to Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here we go on fourth down, Fields. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. On second down, this is Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Off play action, Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And Allen's got it. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Got his man. It's Thornton.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Complete to Lyle Quinton. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Harris fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second down and goal. Jones is going to flip one out here to his running back. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal?
Brought down just shy of the goal line. No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
Jones will try and run with it.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Folk connects on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Pettis now from his end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
70 yards on the ground so far for Montgomery. It's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now Fields. Left side, got Jones.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Here's Fields. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play. Just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
To throw is Jones.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
David Montgomery, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Jones. That's caught by Thornton.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Jones.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Jones completes this one to Thornton.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Now
Jones.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bears are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bears, it may not be too late to salvage their season as the win moves them to 2-5 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong. They got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Everybody eating, it's a party, wanna come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Everybody wanna kill the king, like shit, wanna take the crown. I can see through it like a stomach with a other sign. When I hit the gas, I be going like 100 miles. They be getting tired, running out like 100 house. All up in my business, real nose like a bloodhound. I'ma throw 'em off like I'm standing on a picture mound. All they do is look at Instagram while they sit around. Hate me in real life, but you liking pictures now. Oh, everybody acting different now. Finally trying to see what I be on. Got a different style, they be acting brand new when they know I've been around. Got a fake smile on your face cause you been inclined. I can say a lot, but I'm not. Gotta keep it down, making sure nobody drown. I'm my brother, keep it now. I might Jack hit me up and said I gotta beat it down. Turn me up when I'm on your speaker, not cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out. Yeah, you in the league, but you ain't hooping around and tearing out. Before you judge me, you need to go and wipe the mirror off. Try to turn me down, the only thing it did was veer off. Showing fake love, I can tell it once I say it all. I just stay cool, acting like it wasn't weird at all. Most of the people that you meet are not who they appear at all. If you want on top, then you wouldn't hear it cheer it all. But I ain't got no top, I don't need a chandelier at all. I ain't got no talk, cause I be really out my mind. When the hate don't work, I guarantee they get the line. They all talk, dog, it's a room full of Bryans. I'm royalty, that means that it's in my bloodline. All hell the king, made the president resign. And if I'm not the king, then I'm making doves cry. I'm stepping on the scene like I never did reply. I ain't gotta justify, I'm cool. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Boosted on my cardio, I used to get the run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down, tear it down. Everybody eating this a party when I come to time. You can bring your mama, daddy, sister, and your cousin out.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
I am harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment.
My time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get the chance and take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am unbothered. I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking. My mind too right. My grind too tight. This head rhyme too nice. This my world, my life. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need. One shot, who me? Take that, ooh-wee. One shot, movie. That's all you need.
One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody daddy ain't gon' give her the spins with her ends. Cause yeah, she did it. She did it again. A few more tracks and this time she bought friends. Big baby on her way up and showed the stairs to a man's. Not salute the general. TGLX got plans, yeah. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
They don't know what they in for. If it coming like this on the intro, what they here for? If they want the heat, you know who to send for your info. Buy my money like Venmo. If this music don't work out, I know how to get it from my ends low. How you feel though? Cause hey, they can't rock with us. Galaxy ain't no stopping us. They ain't try to steal my style. I'm feeling like I just shopping. Can't trust them cause they not my. Cause we worried about getting figures. All my ain't father figures. Just know my quick to pop it.
Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, it's the intro? Yes, it's the intro. Damn, this is the intro? Yes, it's the intro.
Y'all calling me crazy when I've been ballin' all day like
Let it